Good morning everyone. We are going to start a new chapter, that is the basic concept of organic chemistry. Then before starting the chapter, we will know that why the chemistry is called the organic chemistry, why this branch of chemistry is called the organic chemistry. Even generally we say this is the chemistry which deals with the chemistry of carbon. Then why it is not called chemistry of carbon, why it is organic chemistry? Actually, when you will see the compound, or when you will see the compounds of the organic chemistry, initially it was said that these of the compounds can be only made within the organic system, and this is the reason why the compounds are called the organic compound and the chemistry is called the organic chemistry. What was the theory behind it? ऐसा कहा जाता था कि हर एक आत्मा परमात्मा का अंश है. We are the part of the God, and we also contain those of the property, whatever the property Almighty God is carrying with him. So we are also carrying the same property, but we are the smaller part of the God, so we have the smaller property and God have the greater value of the property. So with those of the powers, whatever the power is given by the God, with those of the powers only these of the organic compounds can be prepared. That means these of the compounds cannot be prepared outside the living body, and this was the reason why it is called the organic chemistry. वैसे आप देखें बहुत सारे ऐसे कार्बन के कंपाउंड्स हैं जो ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री की कैटेगरी में नहीं आते इसी वजह से, जैसे सोडियम कार्बोनेट, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड एक्सेट्रा. नाउ इफ इट इज द chemistry of carbon and it is called the organic chemistry, then why in the modern days we are not following the same? Actually, in the modern days there was a scientist named Holmer. He first of all prepared an organic compound in lab, and the organic compound was urea. और ऐसा बनाने के बाद ये पता चला कि these of the compound can also be prepared outside the body in the lab. और यहाँ से हमने कहा कि it is not the compound which can only be prepared inside the organic body organisms, and now we can call it the chemistry of carbon, but due to the popularity the name remains the same, that is the organic chemistry. Now when you will talk about the organic chemistry, when you will talk about the organic compounds, then first of all we will discuss about the different species, different series. In the class 10th you have already studied that what are the homologous series. Those are the series which have the same general molecular formula and same chemical property, they are called the homologous series. For example, alkane having molecular formula CnH2n plus 2, alkene CnH2n, alkyne CnH2n minus 2, etc., which you have already studied, so we are not repeating the same. Now how will you represent any organic compound? How will you write the structure of organic compound? So the molecular formula for the organic compound have three different way to write. We are seeing those of the molecular formula, and we are starting with the complete molecular formula. What is the complete molecular formula? The molecular formula in which we write all the elements, that is the carbon, hydrogen, and whatever the heteroatom is there. Heteroatom means atom other than carbon and hydrogen. When we are writing all of these, then it is called the complete molecular formula along with the bonds, carbon, 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 hydrogen, all the bonds. For example, if it is C8H18, or you can say octane, N-octane, normal octane, then what will be the complete molecular formula? This is the complete molecular formula. Total 8 carbons, and all the carbons are containing hydrogen. As it is alkane, there is no any double bond, and here we are showing all the carbons, all the carbon-carbon bonds, all the carbon-hydrogen bond, and all the hydrogens. There is no any heteroatom, so there is no need to show the heteroatoms. So this is called the complete molecular formula. But surely you can say that it is a lengthy process. इतने सारे एटम्स लिखेंगे, इतने सारे बॉन्ड्स लिखेंगे, इतना लंबा चौड़ा मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला लिखेंगे, surely the process will become lengthy. And if it is a lengthy process, surely the process is not fit for every reaction. एक केमिकल रिएक्शन, एक टीचर जो है वो उसे केमिकल रिएक्शन कितने सारे लिखने पड़ते हैं, आप लोग अपनी क्लास में देखते हैं, लगातार रिएक्शन पे रिएक्शन लिखते चले जाते हैं, बहुत सारी रिएक्शंस को समझाना पड़ता है। जो हमसे ज़्यादा यूज करने वाले केमिकल रिएक्शन उन्हें और भी ज़्यादा रिएक्शंस लिखने की जरूरत पड़ती है। अब इतने सारे रिएक्शंस हर बार इतना डिटेल में लिखेंगे, श्योरली दैट इज अ डिफिकल्ट टास्क, दैट इज अ लेंथी प्रोसेस। सो वी राइट इट इन द compressed form, then this is the compressed molecular formula. Actually it is condensed molecular formula. In this case we write all the carbons, all the hydrogens, all the heteroatoms. Then what is the difference? The difference is that we are not going to write the carbon carbon and carbon hydrogen bond. We are just showing the carbon, hydrogen and heteroatom along with the bond, but we are not going to show carbon carbon bond and carbon hydrogen bond. And this is the difference between the first one, that is the complete, and the compressed. So this is the molecular formula for the same species, that is the octane. It will be CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 and CH3. You can also write it in the form of CH3, CH2 6 times and CH3. So here you can see that the molecular formula have only carbon and hydrogen, no carbon carbon bond and no carbon hydrogen bond, and this is called the condensed molecular formula. Now the third one, that is the most popular modern day writing method, and that is, so in the modern days it is the bond line structure which is used for such purpose, for the representation of any of the molecule. What is the difference in the bond line structure? When you will see the bond line structure, in the bond line structure we only show the carbon carbon bond, no carbon, no hydrogen, no carbon hydrogen bond, and if there is any heteroatom we will also show that heteroatom. So we will only show the carbon carbon bond. For example, if it is octane, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, this is the total 7 carbon carbon bond. And where is the carbon? How will you know that how many carbons are there? Where is the carbon? Where is the hydrogen? What is the number of hydrogen, etc. Then you can say that the ends and all the corners are the carbons. So there are total 8 carbons, and how many hydrogens are there? Whatever the valency is occupied by the carbon, except that whatever the remaining valency there, that will be fulfilled by the hydrogen. For example, अगर हम इस कार्बन को देखें तो इसके साथ एक बॉन्ड बना हुआ है, और कार्बन की वैलेंसी कितनी होती है? कार्बन इज अ टेट्रावैलेंट सिस्टम. सो यहाँ पे एक वैलेंसी के साथ ये एक लगा हुआ है, और बचा हुआ कितना है? 3. तो 3 हाइड्रोजन्स लगे होंगे, दैट मीन्स CH3. इसके साथ 2 बॉन्ड्स लगे हुए हैं, 2 बच गए तो CH2, फिर से 2 लगे हैं, 2 बच गए CH2, and again CH2, 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 and last one will be the CH3. So in this way you can show the molecules. So these were the different way to show the molecular formula of the organic compound. The first one, that is the complete molecular formula, generally used for the showing, for representing the reaction mechanism, how the reaction is taking place, from where the bond is moving, from where the bond is forming, etc. The second one is the compressed or the condensed molecular formula, which is a smaller way to write the molecular formula or the molecular chemical reaction. And last one, the easiest way to represent any of the chemical reaction, that is called the bond line structure. Now, how many molecules are there? Sorry, how many type of the organic compounds are there? There are different type of the organic compounds, especially we are talking about the hydrocarbons. So there are different type of hydrocarbons are there. When you will talk about the different type of hydrocarbons and their classification, then this is the organic compound. It is classified into 2 clear categories. The first one is the cyclic compound, and second one is the linear. When we talk about the cyclic compound itself have 2 clear categories. The first one is called the alicyclic, and second one is called the aromatic. We say that those of the compounds which resembles in their property with the benzene are called aromatic. एरोमेटिक होने के लिए डिफरेंट क्राइटेरियाज हैं. वैसे हम यहाँ पे सिंपली यूं ही कह देते हैं कि जितनी भी कंपाउंड्स के मालिक, जितनी भी कंपाउंड्स की केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी बेंजीन जैसी है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स। अब यहाँ पे एरोमेटिक होने के लिए कुछ क्राइटेरिया हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल द सिस्टम मस्ट बी साइक्लिक, सिस्टम के रिंग कार्बन sp2 हाइब्रिड होने चाहिए, या फिर रिंग सिस्टम जो हैं मेंबर्स वो sp2 हाइब्रिड होना चाहिए। सिस्टम को प्लानर होना चाहिए। हकेल रूल फॉर एरोमेटिसिटी फॉलो करना चाहिए, विच वी विल स्टडी इन द टॉपिक दैट इज द एरोमेटिसिटी। नाउ द एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स आर आल्सो क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज, द बेंजीनॉइड which contains the benzene ring and non-benzenoid which does not contains the benzene ring. Here aromatic terms comes from the aroma. ये जितने भी कंपाउंड्स होते हैं वो स्पेसिफिक एरोमा शो करते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल टॉल्विन, जो व्हाइटनर होता है, हमारा पेपर को कोई करेक्शन करने के लिए व्हाइटनर हम यूज करते हैं, उसमें जो मटेरियल होता है दैट इज द टॉल्विन, दैट इज एन एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड। टीचर्स जो मार्कर से लिखते हैं उनमें जो मटेरियल होता है दैट वाज द जाइलिन, दैट इज अनदर ऑर्गेनिक द एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड। आपके घरों में फिनाइल यूज होता है, that is an aromatic compound, and you can see that all of these of the compounds are giving a specific aroma, and this is the reason why they are called the aromatic compounds. The next one is the alicyclic. Those of the compounds which are not aromatic, they are alicyclic. Now the linear system. The linear system itself have two clear categories, the saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means those of the compound which have carbon-carbon single bond, and unsaturated means those of the compound which have carbon-carbon double or triple bond. So there are two categories, alkene and unsaturated system. Unsaturated system also have two categories, alkene and alkyne. We are not talking about the functional group here, we are just talking about only these of the factors. Now we will move further for the IUPAC nomenclature of the compounds, and that will be discussed in our next video. Till then, bye, have a nice day.